Today I am going to discuss about tidal power plant, biomass and biogas, geothermal power plants. The tides is regular rising and falling of the ocean surface caused by change in gravitational force external to the earth is called as tidal power plants. The primary changing the gravitational field is due to the moon, while the secondary field is caused by the sun. The tidal power plant, the primary changing the gravitational field is due to the moon, and the secondary field is caused by the sun. Here the maximum water level is called high tide. Now this is nothing but the maximum water level is called as high tide, and the minimum water level is called as low tide. And another thing, that is the time between high tide and low tide. Now you can observe here, it is carried from high tide to low tide. This is called as ebb or falling tide. That is the time between high tide to low tide is called ebb or falling tide. Same as the time between low tide to high tide is called flow flood or rising tide. Flow flood or rising tide. Here on an average, the high tide occurs 12 hours 24 minutes. On an average, the high tide occurs 12 hours 24 minutes. At that time, the tide, that is the wave occurs more. 12 hours 24 minutes. That is these 12 hours depending upon the earth rotation. 12 hours depending upon the earth rotation, and 24 minutes is depending upon the moon's orbit. This 24 minutes is depending upon the moon's orbit. Yes, the tide is regular rising and falling of the ocean surface caused by change in the gravitational force external to the earth. Here there are two types is there. One is nothing but the high tide, another is for the low tide. High tide is represent for the maximum water level, and low tide is nothing but the minimum water level. And here the water is carried from lower level to higher level and higher level to the lower level. That is the time between high tide to low tide. It is bring from higher level to the lower level. That is called as the ebb, or else it is represent for falling tide. That is, it should be carried from higher level to the lower level. Or else the time between lower tide to higher tide, it should be carried from lower level to the higher level. That is represent is called as flow flood or rising tide. Flow flood or rising tide. Actually, on an average, the high tide occurs 12 hours 24 minutes. That is 12 hours is depending upon the earth rotation, and 24 minutes depending upon the moon's orbit. Moon's orbit. And actually the tide is not maintained for the constant. Now you can see this is nothing but the in the earth orbit, due to the gravitational force external to the earth. That is, we are getting for the small high tide, again low tide, again larger high tide. It is not maintained for the constant, or else simply it is represent for new moon. At the time the tide is represent for the spring tide, and the full moon, new moon, at the time that we are getting for the maximum tides. That is nothing but the spring tide, and minimum tide is represent for the neap tide. Minimum tide is represent for the neap tide. You can observe in this the diagram. You can observe in this the diagram. This is the tide is coming in the sea area. The tide is coming inside. Due to the flow of water, the turbine is rotating, which converts the kinetic energy into the mechanical energy. After that, the tide is coming out. In this, the forward direction as well as the backward direction, here the power is generated. Here the power is generated. In both the operations, we are generating the power in this, the tidal power plants. And it is classified for two types. One is for the single basin system, another one is for the double basin system. Single basin system, another one is for the double basin system. Here the water is available. This is represented for the single basin system. Here the water is carrying in the single direction, that is the water is inletted, the power is generated. And in double basin system, it consists of two things. One is nothing but the upper basin system, another one is for the lower basin system. In water is coming from the lower gate, that the water is flowing into the upper level, Whenever the gate valve is open, the power is generated. Whenever the gate valve is, the power is generated. Here, the tidal power plant can be constructed up to the end of the seashore. That is 25% of the seashore, not middle of the seashore. The tidal power plant can be constructed the end of the seashore. That is 25 to 30% of the seashore, not in the middle of the seashore. Here, the power generation is not continuous and not constant power generation, and generate the low amount of power, because in a day complete 24 hours the power wave, the float occurring is not available. That is 12 hours 24 minutes on an average per day. 8 to 10 hours the tide is available. The remaining time the tide is not available. That is here the one more advantages. We can generate the power the two ways. One is nothing but that water is coming inside and the water is carried outside. Now you can see the one pictorial representation. This is the huge amount of the water is available. Here they are placed for the basin. This is nothing but the two things is there. One is nothing but the upper basin system, another one is for the lower basin system. That is single basin system, another one is for the double basin system. Maximum the tidal power plant they are preferred for the double basin system. This is the powerhouse. Here we are generated the power, convert that kinetic energy into the mechanical energy. Further mechanical energy convert the electric energy with the help of alternator. With the help of alternator, that the generated the voltage given into the step-up transformer, boost the voltage given to the grid through step-up transformer, isolated switches, and then bus bar. This is one more the pictorial representation. Here they are placed for the tidal power plant. They are generating the power. Now you can observe here. This is the tidal electricity generation based upon the tide incoming as well as for the outgoing. In the sea, we are generating the power. In this the upper diagram, the water is carried inlet. That is the tide coming in. We are generating the power. But in the bottom of the diagram, tide is going out. That is the water is go to the outside. At the time also we are generating the power. That is we can generate the power in the two method. One is nothing but the incoming as well as for the outgoing tides. Here in this the tidal power plant, the advantages is it is available free of cost and free from the pollution. It is inexhaustible device. But the drawback is the power plant is far away from the load center. This power plant is far away from the load center. In the tidal power plant, we are generating the less amount of power and it is not continuous and constant power generation. Once we are generating the less amount of power, it is far away from the consumer. Again, the line losses is there. So finally, the consumers are not utilized 70 to 80% also. That is, the efficiency is very, very less in the tidal power plant. And the navigation and shipping may be obstructed. That is, they are affected for the navigation and shipping. And one more, the major drawback, only provides power around 10 hours per day. We are generating in the tidal power plant only 10 hours per day. And here, comparing to the hydroelectric power plant, in tidal power plant, the initial cost is more. Comparing to the hydroelectric power plant, in tidal power plant, the initial cost is more. Actually, in the power system, it consists of two parameters. One is for the quality and then quantitative power, but it is not satisfied for the quantity. It is the per unit cost is increased. For that purpose, they are not preferred for the tidal power plant. Actually, at present, renewable energy source that plays a vital role. The two power plant, one is nothing but the solar, another one is for the wind power generation. Another one is for wind power generation. And the next one is, the next power plant is biomass power generation. The biomass in the sense, we are collecting the wastage particle, dump into a container, we are generating the power. That is the biomass, another one is for the biogas. The term biomass, it is renewable organic substance of plant and animal. That is at present, the wastage particle is available in various methods. That is the solid particle, liquid particle, so on, etc. That is the modern biomass technology, the convert the solid particle into liquid or gaseous particle. The solid particle, we can convert it in the form of liquid or gaseous particle. That is the wastage material we are using in the biomass or biogas, animal residues, cow dung, and forestry crop residues, industrial wastage, agriculture waste, the municipal waste, and sewage. It's all we can collect this the particle, we can dump into a container. Here, Once the dung plus water were placed into the chamber, applying for the chemical energy, that is we are carrying for the gas chamber. The gas particle is there, that the gas drives the gas turbine, and we are converting again that steam energy into mechanical energy. Further, that mechanical energy convert to electric energy with the help of alternator. Here the advantages is it is used for low power applications. That is, we can't generate the huge quantity of power. It is applicable for the low power generation. That is, we can utilize for peak power generation. The cost is very less comparing to the conventional power plants, and it does not create for the greenhouse gases. That is, biomass is eco-friendly and does not pollute to the environment. But the drawback is collecting the waste particle in sufficient quantity is very difficult. That is, the wastage particle is available throughout the world, and every day the wastage particle is available. The power generation capacity, that much of the wastage particle, the collection is very difficult. Here in this the inlet, we are filled for the cow dung plus water. This is the digestion process is there. We are applying a little bit of water and the cow dung. Here the gas is the produce that it will be collected in the gas holder chamber. This that drives the turbine with high pressure and then temperature, which converts the steam energy into mechanical energy. Further, they convert electrical energy with the help of alternator. And outlet, this is nothing but the slurry that is used for agriculture purpose, or they send it to the away from the environment, That is, it is used for the multi-purpose project. We can generate the power, and the wastage particle is used for the agriculture purpose. Now you can see here, this is nothing but we are collecting the very large quantity of the wastage particle. That is the wastage of the cow dung. That is nothing but the animal waste in the school or food company, the wastage, and just all we are collecting into one container, fill it, we are applying the methane formation. Once we are applying the chemical reaction, this the converts the wastage particle converted in the form of steam that collected in the gas chamber, that is the biogas in terms of methane, that collected in this gas engine. This directly we can use for cooking purpose. That is, we can utilize in terms of LPG gas, or we can generate the power that converts that the gas energy or steam energy into mechanical energy with the help of turbine, further converted into electric energy with the help of alternator. Here we can utilize two things. One is nothing but the heat energy that we can utilize for the LPG gas, or else we can convert it in the form of electricity. This the biogas, the power generation, we can utilize for two things. One is we can store the gas particle. That gas is used for the LPG purpose, for cooking purpose, or any other purpose, or else we can generate the electrical energy. Here the drawback is collecting the waste particle for sufficient quantity throughout the year. That is, the 365 days is very difficult. And this is also we can utilize for peak power generation. That is, the cost is very less, the initial cost, and it is not polluted to the environment. And these are the various wastage particle. We can collect it and dump into a container. Once the container is filled, means we are applying for the chemical energy, that is the methane and so many things, converted in the form of the gas particle, that is the biogas, or else we can convert it in the form of electricity, electrical energy. And see, this is also the same thing. Throughout the year, the generation is very difficult. That's why. And the cost is very less. We can generate the per unit cost. But throughout the period we are generating the power is difficult. For that purpose, this is not used that much of thing. But we can use it for the biogas. That is the biogas we can utilize in this power. But power generation, it is not sufficient. We can generate the power. This is one of the biogas power plant, that is directly or the mixed we can generate the power. Here the fuel is unloading. That is wooden chip or recooks, etc. All we can fill in a container, and it is the burning inside. The chemical reaction is taken place in the boiler. Now the boiler, the steam is generated. That steam drives the steam turbine. Here it converts the steam energy into mechanical energy. Further, that mechanical energy converted into electric energy with the help of alternator. Here the generated the voltage in terms of 3.3 kV, 6.6 kV or 11 kV we can connect it into step-up transformer, the boost the voltage as per the line length as per the distance. Boost up into 66 kV or 132, 220, 400 or 765 kV. After that, connected to the grid system. Now, again, this the wastage particle, that is the slurry is collected in the dust collector. Induced draft slag, we can the dust collector, it is used for agriculture purpose. This is used for the agricultural purpose. Now, comparing to this one, that is either solar or the biomass or geothermal, the power generation. The best one is the solar and then wind power plant, because the solar is available throughout the day. The solar, we can generate the solar power throughout the period. But in the biomass and the biogas, the generation is very, very easy, but the collection of the wastage particle is somewhat difficult. Throughout the period, we are collecting the wastage particle, it is difficult. But that is either animal waste or domestic waste or industrial waste. The collecting is somewhat difficult. That is, and if you go for the wind power generation, the wind is available throughout the period. You can, the best of the power generation in the renewable energy source is two things. One is nothing but the solar, another one is for wind. Is the tidal power plant and the geothermal and the biogas, it is away from the load center. Due to that, the power generation is somewhat less comparing to the remaining power plant. But at present, they plays a vital role. Two things. One is nothing but the solar power generation, another one is nothing but the wind power plants. And this is the comparison between biomass and then the biogas. The biomass means that is the biological material derived from the living organism. But the biogas means it is the mixture of the gas product we can carry it from the organic matter. Already we have discussed that is the biomass in the sense solid state, biogas in the sense that is in terms of gaseous particle. The solid state we can convert it in the form of liquid type or gaseous type. Liquid type or gaseous type. This the biogas directly we can use for the cooking purpose, or else we can use it to convert the biogas into the gas particle into electrical energy. That is, this the gas term or the heat energy converted in the form of mechanical energy with the help of turbine. Further, the turbine converts into electrical energy with the help of alternator. And the biomass, that is the sources are living organism and then the organism that died recently, and the biogases, that is the sources are organic matter. Sources are organic matter. And the biomass, that is used for biological material, that is the composed of the biological material. And the biogas, this is the mainly composed for methane and then carbon dioxide. We can apply for the chemical energy. Further, within a short time period, within 2 hours or 3 hours, that converted in the form of steam energy or gas energy. That gas directly we can use for the gas particle for cooking purpose, or else for other miscellaneous purpose, or else we can convert it in the form of electrical energy, or else we can convert it in the form of electrical energy. And the next the power generation is geothermal energy. Generally, this the geothermal, the power plant, we can convert it in the rock land. This, the word geothermal comes from the Greek word. This geo means earth and thermal means heat. This, the geothermal comes from the Greek word. Geo in the sense this is nothing but the earth, and the thermal in the sense it is represent for the heat. This, the geothermal is comes from the Greek word. The geo means that is nothing but the earth, and thermal is nothing but the heat energy. This geothermal system is the kinetic energy and heat energy of system produced by flashing the geothermal brain. Geothermal brain. And the main source of geothermal is magma. The main sources of the geothermal is magma. Now you can observe here. Generally here the land is represented for the volcanic land. Only the geothermal we can carry it from. This is the land is nothing but the volcanic land, or simply it is represent for the hot rock. Only the few places we are generating the power in this geothermal resources. Just we are pumping the two bore well. The one bore well we are injecting the water. one bore well we are injecting the water. Here in this the ground particle, the temperature is there with the large quantity of temperature. Another bore well, the hot water is coming out, that is the steam is coming out. This steam drives the steam turbine, which converts the steam energy into mechanical energy. Further, that mechanical energy converts into electric energy with the help of alternator. Here also the generator, the operating voltage is 3.3 kV, 6.6 kV or 11 kV. This the step up into based upon the line length or based upon the distance of the load center. We can the step up into 66 kV or 132 kV, 220, 400 or 765 kV. Given into the isolated switches, circuit breakers through bus bar. Again here, the maximum amount of the steam is ejected in the steam turbine. That again send it to the cooling tower. The same as per the similar to the thermal power plant, collected in the condenser. Again send it to the cooling tower. Again this water injected in the inject well. There are two wells there. One is nothing but the inject well. Another one is nothing but the receiving well. That is nothing but the hot well. Now, only the few of the places the geothermal is available. There, the steam and water temperature maintained from 200 to 300 degrees centigrade. 200 to 300 degree centigrade. That is two borewell is there. The one borewell we are injecting the water. Already in that the land, that is nothing but the rock land, or else it is represent for the volcanic land. There the temperature is maximum in the earth surface. Maximum in the earth surface. Another borewell, that the steam is ejected here. That we are collecting in the one container. Again that steam drives the steam turbine. We are generating the power. Here one more drawback is that is the identification of the place is very difficult, and the large quantity of water is required. That is, we need to pump the water in the one injecting borewell. Another borewell we are collecting the steam. And geothermal, we are injecting n number of borewells, affecting for the earthquakes. And the advantages is available throughout the year. We can generate the power the year 365 days, and the cost is very less. And one more thing, the geothermal power plant is away from the load center. Due to that, the transportation and transmission line loss is increased, and transportation cost is also increased under the maintenance conditions. And you can see this is nothing but the magma. Due to that, the magma only the geothermal is produced. That is, it is carried from the Greek word geo means the earth, thermal means heat. That is, here the two borewell is there. One is nothing but the injected well. The water is injected here. Due to the magma effect, the heat is carried to the upward. By using this, the steam or heat energy, we are generating the electricity. And the one more, the renewable energy sources, that is nothing but OTEC, that is Ocean Thermal Energy Conversion System. This is represent for open cycle system, or else it is represent for flat cycle system. This the generation of electrical energy from ocean thermal energy conversion is based on utilization of the natural temperature difference between, that is, warm sea water at the surface and the cold sea water at the depth of the surface. Now, this is how the ocean thermal energy conversion means. There are two surfaces. One is nothing but the ocean upper surface, another one is nothing but the lower surface. Here, some warm water, the temperature is 250 degrees centigrade at 77 Fahrenheit. What about that the bottom of the temperature? That is 16 degrees centigrade is 16 degrees centigrade is. In this, the heat exchanger, that is, we are carried from the pump, that is the working liquid. Here, due to this the steam is carried from the bottom level to the upper level. Here, the lower level, the temperature is 16 degrees centigrade at 61 degrees Fahrenheit. At the top surface, the temperature is 25 degrees centigrade. This drives the steam turbine to convert again the steam energy into mechanical energy, further converted into electrical energy. Again, in this, the turbine, the steam is wasted, that is collected in the heat exchanger condenser, again circulated into the cold water. And how much the temperature is there? Again, the 5 degrees centigrade. The same process is the recycling process. We are generating the power. This is nothing but ocean thermal energy conversion system. Here, This is the closed loop operation system, or else it is represent for Anderson cycle system. Anderson cycle system. And here, based upon the atmospheric condition, the top of the surface temperature level is either increased or decreased. Now, this is the two method is that the first diagram is represent for the open loop system. The second one is represent for the closed loop system. That is the warm water is inlet, another one is for the outlet. Based upon the temperature, that is it maintains from 16 to 25 degrees centigrade. That is the minimum temperature is 16 degrees centigrade. Maximum is 25 degrees centigrade. That is the surface water 25 degrees centigrade that drives the turbo generator. Again, we are convert the steam energy into the mechanical energy. The wastage collected in the condenser, and that is the cold water outlet and cold water inlet. That is the distillation water. This is open loop system. But in the closed loop system, again the pump, that is the 5 degrees centigrade, the steam is ejected. Again, we can use in this the closed loop operation system. That is the Anderson cycle system. In this method, we are improving the efficiency. We are improving the efficiency. Due to that, somewhat the output to the overall efficiency increased. The overall efficiency. No, any doubts?